Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and put you to death, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will fall away and betray one another and hate one another. The next sign we see as we get closer to the end is global persecution of believers. I want to draw your attention to the word then. I believe this word then is a transitional word that marks the beginning or the middle of the tribulation period. That first half of the tribulation, he gives us from verse 4 to verse 8. And then in verse 9, I think this marks the second half of the tribulation, where you could go read for yourself in Revelation, where there is a massive global persecution of believers. He says there will be tribulation. He said they will put the people who serve God to death, and that all nations will hate the people of God. See, we're not here yet. The Lord is talking about something in the future. We still have nations that are tolerant of Christianity, but as you see tolerance for Christianity decreasing, you know we're getting closer to these times. You know what? You know, this is why I just want to say this. This is why you got to watch the preaching you're listening to. I'm going to say this and I don't care. Yo, I'll be trying to help you out to see. And listen, hear me. All the preaching you'll be listening to, I want to ask you a question. What is it preparing you for? We're listening to all these sermons, all these podcasts, all these books, talking about whom? Talking about themselves or talking about Christ? Talking about their revelations or talking about the scriptures? With all of these noise that we have in all of this noise we have in society, what is it preparing you for? We need to be on the teaching in this hour, and podcasts in this hour, and books in this hour, and conferences that is preparing us for the return of the Son, that is preparing us, hear me, to be faithful witnesses for Christ, that is preparing us, hear me, to not waste our time. Now I'm talking to you, America. How long will you love entertainment? How long will you love to be stroked in your emotions? How long will you run from preaching that calls you to read, calls you to be convicted, calls you to turn away from sin? These things are coming. So what is American preaching preparing us for if it's not preparing us to be faithful now? The Lord says, when I come, will I find my people being faithful?